The Xbox Series consoles were Microsoft's fresh start into the gaming market under the reins of Microsoft star Phil Spencer. With the Xbox One generation behind them, they needed to make up ground and make it up fast. The promise of more first party games and games that you would actually enjoy playing was the phrase that Phil was presenting. So now, 3 years after the full release, with console shortages behind us, are the Xbox Series consoles worth buying in 2023? Let's break it all down and find out. The Xbox Series consoles were launched in November of 2020. Similar to the PlayStation 5, Xbox released two models. But with the difference on the PS5 consoles only being either you get a disc drive or no disc drive, Xbox went for a more higher and lower end console, with the Series X being the higher end 4K 60 FPS capable console and the Series S being the 2K 1080p 60 frames per second console. Both models were cheaper than their comparable PS5 model. And frankly, when these consoles were released, the Xbox Series X was rated the most powerful console of this generation. But in console gaming, that doesn't always matter. It's the new IPs that are being created for that console exclusively, and the updates to ongoing franchises that made the last console successful. As well, it's the new features that you are bringing to that console exclusively through the controllers and the accessories made by the first party, being Microsoft. But after the Xbox One saw very small changes to the controller, Xbox fans were hoping to see something new come to the series controllers. But yet again, nothing was changed about the controller. Whereas on the other side, Sony was bringing adaptive triggers and new rumble technology, which could change the feel of the rumble depending on what is happening in the game. And still, in 2020, Microsoft failed to add a rechargeable battery to their controllers. The PS3, which was released in 2006, had rechargeable batteries. Please, Microsoft, what gives? But controllers aside, exclusive titles are what sells consoles, and Xbox has struggled to create new IPs that bring new gamers to the Xbox universe. Year after year, we see the ongoing franchises that Microsoft squeezes and hopes that new gamers will jump in and start playing. Halo, Forza Motorsport, Gears of War, that they keep bringing new titles and frankly are the only decent first party games that are being released. Constant promises about great games are coming. But with all of the studios purchased in recent years, where are the games? In 2014, the year after the Xbox One was released, Xbox Game Studios released 44 titles, including updates to existing games and such, but 44. 2021, the year after Xbox Series release, saw 6 releases. 2022 was even worse than that. 2022 saw 5 releases, and some of those were updates. Microsoft Game Studios has more than 15 studios under it. How does a studio that big only release 11 games or updates 2 years after their next generation console release? And we won't even get into how 2023 is only going to see 2 new IPs, and one of them has already flopped. I'm looking at you, Redfall. It seems like Microsoft's strategy of giving the studios under Microsoft Game Studios the freedom to do whatever they want, how they want, isn't working. And it is too bad, as the Series X is a great console for playing 4K 60 frames per second games. It has the power needed to deliver this generation, but for someone in the market for a new game console and is only going to buy either a PlayStation 5 or the Series X, I would not buy the Series X, as the games are not there, and I'm not sure if they are coming. Hopefully Starfield will pull Xbox into the right direction, but boy, I would not want to be Mr. Howard right now. The worst thing on his mind was Redfall flopping like it did. Everyone with an Xbox console just turns to look at Todd, waiting for his game, ready to dissect it to pieces. Now, if you already have a PlayStation 5 or PC and are looking to dabble in the Xbox universe, then by all means, the Series S is a great console for the price. Unlocking Game Pass for $15 a month and getting hundreds of games is great for the time in between big releases, or even to catch up on past games that you never were able to play. And if you do have a PC as well, Game Pass unlocks tons of games playable on the PC as well. For that reason, the Series S is well worth the price tag, as you never have to buy any games if you don't want to. You can just continue to pay the $15 a month and have all the games in the catalog at your disposal. The only reason to buy one is if it is leaving the service and you want to keep playing it. But as it stands right now, in May of 2023, I would not recommend buying an Xbox Series X console. Let's hope for a better second half of this generation for Xbox, as it is already looking grim for their acquisition of Activision Blizzard. But that is for another video. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the Series X consoles so far in this generation? And would you purchase one today with the current state that Xbox is in? Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you in the next one next week.